coach calls you and says you're not going to play. You're Palin, the other corner. You're going to play. Are you mad a little bit that you're not getting to be the guy to sit down? That you're going to have to play and the other one sits down?
Well, you know, you are thinking, and Troy Vincent said it the other day, you know, they look at the other guys and look at him like, why not me?
Right.
Well, Troy Vincent made All-Pro.
Is that a reason?
Bobby Taylor didn't.
Buck calls a hit in the backfield. David Gibson with a solid tackle.
But there are just, I mean, what did they do? Philadelphia, Andy Reid went into four guys, and they sat them down, and he says, you're not playing, you're not playing, you're not playing, you're not playing, and you're also not going to dress, so we're not going to hesitate. We're not going to make any decisions. Hugh Douglas happens to be one of those guys. Troy Vincent had to be one of those guys.
But on this particular play, David Gibson played the defense the way it's designed. Don't overcommit. Don't chase too fast.
2nd and 11 for Philadelphia. Detmer over the middle. Buck calls there. That'll be a short gain. Gooch with the tackle. Detmer is one of those guys who had a storybook high school career, then went to Colorado, was the first 3,000-yard passer in that school's history, then comes into the pros with a reputation of having a real good head on his shoulders, being able to read defenses and execute an offense. But does he have an NFL arm?
I think he does. I think he has a stronger arm than his brother Ty. And I think that, to me, Coy can be more productive at the position because he does have a stronger arm.
They got a timeout. Philadelphia burns one early. Back in a moment.
Eyes of a puppy dog. This needs for spin. You're not dreaming. I'm for real. We got a call.
Hello.
Louis?
Yeah.
Want to get away? Now you can. Fly Southwest Airlines for just $39 to $99 each way when you purchase by January 28th.
You are now free to move about the country.
For exceptional values on the all-new X-Type. Visit your Jaguar retailer today.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
ESPN Sunday Night Football is brought to you by Fujitsu. The possibilities are infinite. By Coca-Cola, life tastes good. And by Taco Bell. We're in Tampa Bay, an area made up by St. Petersburg, Clearwater, Tampa, and 2.5 million people call this area home.
Great golf courses. Great golf courses.
Sunny and 41 in Philadelphia next week. I'd be a little surprised. It was sunny and 41 here this week.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, it was cold when we got in here on Friday. Yeah, me.
You can still play.
Will you quit talking about golf?
Sorry.
The Bucks, not what you would call your traditional cold weather team. Keep putting up that graphic under 40 degrees. Well, if it's under 40 degrees, then they have a problem again. Detmer has a problem on the blitz. Brian Kelly has him by the jersey. David Gibson from the other side. And that brings a smile to Tony Dungy's face.
Every now and then what you do is you don't hold back. You show it.
There's that cold weather graphic. Under 40 degrees, 0-20. That's not good.
They almost had Green Bay last year up in Green Bay, though. They were so close. So close there. That game up in Green Bay really set them back when they went into Philadelphia. Emotionally, they weren't ready. They were ready for a bye. They were ready for a home game, and they had to go play on the road.
Landetta will try to hang this one high. Gets a great bounce. Beautiful kick by Landetta. Sean has done it so beautifully for so long in this league. Oh, a 37-yard kick, and now they're going to say it's a touchdown.
You gotta eat. Say, who do you
You gotta eat a Checkers Big Buck Combo. It's a half-pound double cheeseburger, plus our famous fries and a large Coke in a Buck Selector's Cup.
Woo! Got a kick, trot, hit, punt, block. Oh, Buck,
Here's something else that's big. You can win Buck season tickets for 2002 or seats to the next home game. Enter to win at Checkers today.
Coming in to meet some cash and carry customers? Me too. Do you have any ideas, any of you, for a cash and carry slogan?
Eat more beef from Cash and Carry.
Cash and carry from Cash and Carry?
It's good because it gets the name of the store in there twice.
Cash and carry, pay less cash for what you carry?
Bing, 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 bing. We have a winner.
A store that has everything you need.
Want to add anything to it?
No.
No? Okay.
Cash and Carry may have what you want. If they don't, they'll get it.
Cash and carry is just a nice, friendly place to hang out. In fact, I'm going to spend the rest of my life here.
Hi, I'm Dan Marino, and I'm teaming up with my good friends at Autoway to bring you lower prices and bigger selection. We're changing the game.
At Autoway, you'll see our one low, no-haggle price marked on over 7,000 cars and trucks. Ford, Chevy, Hondas, Toyotas, Lincoln, Dodges, Pontiac, Nissans, and more. Shop our 13 locations or AutowayDealers.com.
We're changing the game, and the winner is you. Price service selection at Autoway is guaranteed.
No matter who your favorite team is, call 1-877-NFL-SHOP for your free team catalog.
Back at Tampa Bay with the Buccaneers on top 13-3. They have just taken over. And a touchback as Langetta's punt caressed the goal line. So it's a touchback. They bring it out to the 20. Caressed the goal line. Who might long enough for the player? Tampa back to the ground game. Abdullah showing that speed again. Out of bounds to 27 and hit after he goes out of bounds. That'll cost him another 15 yards.
I love it when the guy hits the guy out of bounds and you say, what are you calling? I'm calling you hitting a guy out of bounds.
You can guarantee one thing. Tim House can hit somebody, number 45.
You come down to the kitchen for breakfast and you're liable to get nailed by a house.
He's going to hit him. Hasn't had a chance to play a whole lot, but he's going to hit him.
The Eagles have been penalized 8 times tonight for 80 yards. Tampa Bay has yet to have any yardage marked off. That will not make Andy Reid happy. Blitz coming. And Abdullah runs into the middle of it and it's game tackled. Troy Vincent's a guy we talked about before, making his 3rd straight Pro Bowl this year. 3 picks. Originally a first-round draft choice out of Wisconsin by Miami. Let's go down to Susie. She's with Troy right now.
Well, Troy, obviously you've had another great season. So what's it like for a Pro Bowl player when the coach says, all right, you're sitting this week?
A little difficult. I was surprised, but I've been enjoying it. You know, get a chance for my body to rest and kind of just sit back and be a spectator and kind of a semi-coach all week.
All right, Coach, what do you think of your guys tonight?
A little sloppy, a lot of penalties, some turnovers. And that just comes from guys not used to playing with one another, not used to playing under game time situations. So a little bit expected, a little sloppy, but we'll clean it up next week.
Now, you suggested that you could learn a little more just watching your guys out there, as opposed to the Bucs, that they're pretty straightforward. That holds true tonight, next week?
They've been running their basic tackles defensively, you know, cover 2 to 1 coverage. Offensively, they just been pounding the football against us. We expect them to come in Veterans Stadium next week and try to establish the run game. But we've been very vanilla on defense. So we're going to throw some things at them next week.
Now, Keyshawn Johnson was having a little fun with me saying that it's not so cold here. Now, you're playing Philly. You tell me it's Philly.
I went in halftime and put on a sweatshirt and put on some tights underneath these pants. So I'm looking forward to getting back to Philly.
All right. Now, we're very impressed that your bus pulls up to the hotel yesterday afternoon. We think John Madden got a nice
This is the real US one here.
This is the bus.
John Madden, you're right. He owns the bus. This is a coach, what we consider a coach. This is the family area, the living room area. That's the bedroom. Wow. It's the finest. I know Dion owns a bus. I know Jerome Bettis owns a bus.
The bus
but John Madden Jerome Bettis, that's the real coach.
Nice job, sir.
Thank you.
Coach from the coach. I like the way he put that. These guys own buses. I've got a coach. And if that's something else, I want to go on the road with Troy.
Isn't it amazing what you can get for $1.5 million?
It's kind of amazing. The other thing about that, he drives it.
Yeah, he doesn't have a driver.
He drives it because he loves to be on the road driving.
Gonna put the kids in the back, let them play, let them watch TV. I would imagine if I was a kid, I'd live in there.
The marker down on the punt. We'll check it out.
Coach has got to go back and do a little coaching. Put it wherever you want.
You did hear what I say, $1.5 million, didn't you?
Yes.
Holding. 97. Return team. They're in the kick. Half the distance to the goal from the end of the kick. First down.
Tough to get that baby through the drive-through window, though, isn't it?
Well, I'll tell you what. You pay $1.5 million, you don't have to go to the bank.
All vacations are canceled until the network integration is complete? I'll bet his, I bet. What is it this time? Jumbles of hardware? Databases built on 10 different platforms in 20 different countries? Does he think that's news to me? Serve it up. Send it my way. Bring it on, buddy, because I'll get it done. And that happy vacationer, the one waving from the beach as your yacht passes by, that man is going to be me.
You can accomplish anything, even seamless integration. Fujitsu, the possibilities are infinite.
Exceptional values on the all-new X-Type. Visit your Jaguar retailer today.
Number 1 Miami are race sold out. Don't miss a classic replay of the game that made them true national champions. The 2002 Rose Bowl, presented by AT&T. 9 p.m. this Wednesday, only on ESPN Classic. Get ESPN Classic. Call 1-800-CLASSIC now.
Donovan McNabb, who took 2 snaps from center tonight, then called it a night.
Got out before the third down.
Never said it.
Or the third down. Can't believe it.
No way they were going to let that pass rush come after him. Now from the 5, the Eagles need some operating room. Buckhalter gets to the 9. We asked Warren Sapp to give us an evaluation of Donovan McNabb.
In this day and age, in the new millennium of football, that's an old throwback guy. You know, I am the offense. I am the trigger. I am the bullet. I am the judge, jury, and executioner. And that's how you got to view him, because he's that special that he can take that team and put it on his shoulders and carry them wherever they need to go.
Well, you can just listen to Warren Sapp talk all day long. He is just a lot of fun to be around. Buckhalter, what a stop by John Howell.
You know, when Warren Sapp was talking about Donovan last year, he said in the playoff, what we allowed him to do is the one thing we cannot allow him to do is get to the outside. He said if we can keep him in the pocket, then we can do some things. But if we let Donovan McNabb make plays, and that's what stars do, make plays, he said he will kill you.
And he was very upset about it, too, because he said that's all we practice all week long. Buckhalter hitting the backfield, breaks a couple of tackles, and then stacked up at the 11 games. Canada led the second wave defensively for the Bucs.
Now, you see people like Derek Brooks, Warren Sapp on the sideline. Simeon Rice is still out on the field playing with a smile on his face.
Rice has 11 sacks this year.
He's lowered his stance, too. Look at that. Almost gets it. He really disrupts the play. Tony Stewart couldn't handle him.
And now Lendetta's going to have to kick it out of the end zone. will take over in Philadelphia territory, already up 13-3.
Today in Florida, 500,000 people went to the doctor. In Jacksonville, a little girl had her hearing tested. A woman in Tampa learned she was pregnant. And in Miami, a father got some good news about his cholesterol. And even though it was a day of 500,000 reasons to worry, it was a good day. Because the last thing on 500,000 minds was health plans, which is exactly the way it should be. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida. The best health plan is the one you don't have to think about.
The world is how you see it. It could be anything. Make the most of every mile. You want other kind, or I got your right. No matter who you are, or what you might need, Ford's got your ride. So come test drive the Ford that's right for you at your local Southern Ford dealer. You want other kind, or I got your right.
McDonald's is turning up the heat with some hot values. Starting with a hot and spicy McChicken sandwich for the sizzling price of 99 cents. Wow. Say you want to beef things up? Then get a delicious double cheeseburger also for the simmering price of only 99 cents. So hurry into your McDonald's and chill out with a hot and spicy McChicken sandwich or classic double cheeseburger, both just 99 cents each. At McDonald's, we love to see you smile. McDonald's, a worldwide Olympic partner.
Big money's a big night, and the Joey G shuttle will get you there. Aaron Mickey leads OU against UConn. Dan Dickau and Zaga take on New Mexico. Big Monday, presented by Bud Light. Coverage begins at 7 Monday.
Bucks with a 13-3 lead, 7:30 to go in the third quarter.
Let me give you a very important stat. Pay attention, boys. The Bucks have started inside across the 50-yard line all 7 drives, but only scored 13 points.
Wow. Thank you, Paul.
I don't know how you keep track of like that.
John King in the flat to Cook for about a yard. Monday Night Countdown at 7:30 Eastern on ESPN. The best place to get ready for Monday Night Football. Then on ABC at 9, the season finale of Monday Night. Randy Moss and the Vikings go to Baltimore to face Ray Lewis and the Ravens.
What do you think, guys?
Well, here's the scenario for the AFC. If the Ravens win, they would play at Miami. The Jets would go against the Raiders in Oakland. And the Ravens will be favored to win that ball game. Stecker trying to get outside, and he's dumped. Obviously, the other scenario, if they lose, the Seahawks would play at the Raiders, and the Jets and the Dolphins would go against each other.
Minnesota minus the coach.
Yes, they are.
Well, not really. Mike Tice is taking over now.
Dennis Green gone. 10-year term as the Vikings head coach. He and Bill Cowher, the longest tenured with any one team. Went to the playoffs 8 times, 4 division titles, 2 NFC championship game appearances. He won 101 games in 10 seasons, and this was his first year with a losing record.
Denny Green looked upon by his players much like Tony Dungy is looked upon down here as his guys. They really care about their coach.
King under pressure, wants the screen. Got it to Stecker, but Stecker hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss. Derek Burgess.
I think Stecker would have preferred that Sean King thrown that one upstairs somewhere.
I'll tell you, Darwin Walker, number 97, you got to talk about individuals. He makes a tremendous play. He's on the right of your screen. He reads the screen. Now watch him. Watch 97. He's the guy that forces Stecker back to the inside and really, he doesn't make the tackle, but makes the play.
A lot of young guys on both these defenses getting a chance to play. Derek Burgess over there out of Mississippi, third-round draft pick. Quentin Tabor, we talked about the second-round pick out of Arkansas.
Nate Brown raced it to 10 from Mark Royal's punt. Nice high sailor. Brown thought about it, then let it go, and it just reaches the end zone. 54-yard kick, but it will come out to the 20. Timeout on the field, 5:12 to go, third quarter.
exceptional values on the all-new X-Type. Visit your Jaguar retailer today.
Hey! Oh, you don't remember me, do you? Forget it. Probably should be.
Wait, no, wait. It's, James, right?
Yeah, James! Hey, I'd love to continue the conversation we're having. Over dinner?
Sure. Call me.
Ah, Jim. Dennis, who is that? I don't know.
Working your mojo. Grab a Miller Lite. It's Miller time.
I can't believe you gave it a fake phone number. Oh, yeah.
Some see an 8-foot wall's a not-so-subtle message to keep out. 4. Others see it as a minor obstacle to an invigorating day at the course. There you go. Oh! That is good! The corporate accompaniment to such an outing, Taco Bell. For a little green, you can indulge in great tasting, high-quality fare no matter who you are.
Excuse me, young man.
I think I'll play through.
Hey!
Score a crunchy taco and bean burrito together, just 98 cents. Now with better beef, beans, and tortillas. For a tasty deal, think outside the fun.
Catch up with all the NFL news and put your pregame face on. Join Mike, TJ, Sterling, Mort and John as they get you ready for the Vikings and the Ravens Monday Night Countdown, presented by UPS, 7:30 Monday on ESPN.
Little Latin music from Tampa Bay for you tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All of them you.
I learned all that at the Arthur Murray Dance Studio.
1, 2,
Youngstown, Ohio.
Drove them right out of business. Takes over at the 20. Detmer underneath the buck halter, and he'll pick up about 5. To the sideline. He's losing with defensive end Marcus Jones.
Well, Mike, Marcus is sitting out with a shoulder sprain. Why don't you first bring us up to date on your health?
Well, right now it's feeling pretty good. It's been getting better every day, and I've been going through treatment and stuff like that. So I should be good to go next week. I'm padded up on Wednesday's practice and see how it feels, and just gradually work myself back into it.
How exhilarating to be back in the playoffs and it all gets going next week.
It's unbelievable. A lot of people don't realize you win one, you keep going. And, for some reason in December and January, we just seem to get better, and we're just looking forward to it, and everybody's looking forward to it.
Why do you make it so difficult on yourselves every season?
I don't think we can have it any other way. We're that type of team who likes to have our backs to the corner and just let it all hang out towards the end. For some reason, we just can't get it done in the beginning, but we finish strong. I think that's the only thing that matters.
How different the mental outlook of this team. Last year you had that emotional loss in Green Bay in the last week. This is a little bit easier.
Well, this is I wouldn't say so much a little bit easier. We're trying to get some things accomplished here. We're trying to get the third year in a row with 10 double-digit wins, and we're trying to get the momentum going for the playoffs. And once you get that going, you become a very tough team to beat.
The downfall last year containing Donovan McNabb. What do you do this time?
This time, you just be a little bit more smarter. When you're going up there, they're very good. He's very good at what he does. And we just have to play smart, but understand at the same time we got to rush him like we're capable of rushing him.
Good luck.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Mike.
Susie, thanks very much. Eagles have a first down. It's a 31.
Susie, when they're 6'6", get on a chair, Suze.
Donovan seems to have caught the attention of a lot of the defensive linemen of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Very popular guy next week.
Buckhalter, the beat man in the eye, as Detmer appeared to be changing the play. And he changed the one that John Howell liked very much as he brings Buckhalter down in the backfield. The Bucs defense, particularly the starters, have been tough again this year. 5th in total yards per game, 2nd in takeaways, and 8th in points, and they have gotten better as the season has gone along.
See, 2 stats that I look at. Points per game, 17.5, and the takeaway. You talk to any coach, those 2 will be much more important than any yards running or anything else. They're usually related, but those numbers stand out.
And under Tony Dungy, they have allowed the fewest points in the league since he's been here in 7 years, an average of 17 a game.
We had a shot at John Lynch on the Saturday. He's probably one of the few guys in the National Football League that can play without a helmet. I mean,
and would be willing to.
I mean, it really is indicative of him when you asked him the other day, are you going to play? Am I going to play? I'm not playing.
Talk about playing without a helmet. You remember the shot of Warren Sapp tackling Brett Favre after he lost his helmet?
Doesn't make any difference to these guys.
3rd and a yard to the Eagles as they try to keep this drive going. Buckhalter hitting the backfield, lost the yard. So even the Bucs reserves have come up big.
Okay. I got to say, because I've known Sean Landetta for a long time, and today is his birthday, his 40th, so there's only been one other guy to play in any NFL game. I know. 40th birthday. That's nasty.
I'm sorry.
I got to note the guy's reading.
Go ahead.
No lesson. George Blanda for the Raiders in 1967.
Yeah, maybe 1977 played his 50th.
Joe played on his 35th birthday and threw 5 interceptions.
Thank you for sharing that with me. Happy birthday, Sam.
Lance ready to kick to Carl Williams. From the 25 and lost a couple. The Bucs had half a dozen guys to the Pro Bowl again, all Scott. 5th time. Keyshawn Johnson, the first time as a Buccaneer, the first 2 were with the Jets. Warren Sapp, his 5th. Derek Brooks, also his 5th. Rondé Barber, who tied the league lead in interceptions, or led the league in interceptions with 10.
What a year. 10 interceptions, 1 forced fumble, 1 recovered fumble, 1 sack.
Lynch got his 4th.
Aren't they the only brothers that ever been to the Pro Bowl?
Well, it's neat because they got 2 chances of going. One guy gets to take the other guy. The other one doesn't make it.
And Sean King will be buried after his running back slipped and went down. Quentin Caver gets the sack, and it looked like Rabi Abdullah lost his footing.
I'll tell you, they are getting a very, very good look at Quentin Caver. This young man has been all over the field.
The number 2 pick out of Arkansas.
The Bucs offense is getting a better look at him than they'd like to have.
And when you think of the Eagle linebackers, you know, Emmons is 250, Jeremiah Trotter, both he and Gardner between 260 and 250, so Caver comes in a little bit lighter than all of them.
Abdullah to the 19-yard line. Clock continues to run. Down to the final 30 seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Down to the final 5 quarters.
The only thing this would really mean for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is they would get to their 3rd straight 10-win season. And you wonder how you can look at Tony Dungy's record and say the guy has won 10 straight 3 years in a row, and there is even a question about his future.
Done it with 3 different offensive coordinators, too. You've got to establish some sense of stability on the offensive side of the ball.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. A 10-point lead. Back after this.
Unscripted with Chris Connolly. Weekdays at 5 on ESPN.
Hello?
Collect call.
Did you use 1-800-COLLECT?
1-800-COLLECT presents Ava Savalov, starring in the most horrifying movie ever. I know you're not calling me with 1-800-COLLECT.
What kind of twisted mind wouldn't want me to save a buck or two? It's so easy. What a nightmare.
1-800-COLLECT. Save a buck or two.
Dentist will be right with you.
Thank you. Now you can go from drilling holes to driving screws in a snap. Get the Quick Connect bit change system, only on the new Firestorm drills. Unlike other drills,
Okay, are you ready?
it's totally painless.
Oh, sorry.
The new Firestorm, built by Black & Decker.
15 minutes to go from Tampa Bay. The Bucs on top of the Eagles by 10. Here is the NFC playoff picture as it stands right now. The Rams and the Bears draw the first-round bye as the top 2 seeds in the conference. The Bucs are set to play the Eagles on Saturday. The 49ers will visit Green Bay in the Sunday NFC game.
49ers got their act together again today.
Boy, I'll tell you, what a year Garcia has had. Man.
As well, last year, same thing. Jeff Garcia has played fantastically for the last couple of years.
So
what a
Carol
down
Owens.
way,
So
what a
is
down
Carol
way for the New Orleans Saints.
Oh, wow. Man. 160 points they've given up in the last 4 games. 160 points. I don't think they scored since November, did they?
Not enough. 3rd and long here. Stecker is in as the 3rd down back. Sean King protecting the ball, made a good decision there as he was being wrapped up by Ndikwe Kalu and just decided not to try to get rid of it.
Well, they just showed you the speed on the outside. Kalu is number 94. Look at this. He breaks into the inside, and then gets to Sean King, grabs him by the arm, and down he goes. That's speed.
You start the rookie Kenyatta Walker at the left tackle position, continues to play.
He played the entire game.
Now Royals will have to kick from the end zone, and Nate Brown is deep to receive. Low line drive kick. Brown up to the 46. Hits a couple of defenders and gets it down to the 39, a 7-yard return after a punt of 38. Got a timeout back after this.
Here's your large pizza and free center sticks. Thanks. Hey guys, our large pizza's here. And the Domino's guy said the center sticks are free. Then he said, I have to eat them all. Right in front of him. Or they wouldn't be free.
He's not allowed to get the door anymore.
Topped with cinnamon sugar and served with creamy icing, it's Domino's freshly baked Cine Sticks. Get a free order when you buy any large one-topping pizza for $9.99. Call now. Get the door. It's Domino's.
Sometimes a highly developed male will communicate via hand signals. We have the next game of billiards. Spot on. Would you care for another rolling rock? A rock would be splendid.
You want to play doubles?
Yeah, sure.
Correction. Make that 4 rocks. Well played. I'm excited. Me too.
Rolling Rock beer. Grab a rock.
It's going to be nuts driving cross country with those two.
It'll be fun.
It's never going to work.
One of it.
I told you it was going to work.
Search, watch, record, edit, play. Pioneer.
ESPN Sunday Night Football is brought to you by Domino's Pizza. Get the door. Domino's. By Pioneer. Get the ultimate digital entertainment experience from Pioneer. And by Rolling Rock Beer. Grab a rock. And the Eagles come out with a new quarterback, their 5th-round draft choice this year, A.J. Feely from Oregon. Buck Halter. Warmed under Kelly, led the charge again. Let's get down to Susan.
With Deuce Staley, also known as Buddy Lee, the indestructible little jeans guy. How did that nickname start?
Well, actually, a couple of guys in the locker room. Actually, you and Donovan, they got it started. And, they knew what I went through last year, going through the rehab. And, it was a tough year for me. But, I continue to fight back.
A little bit different year for a running back to come into this game, tied to the team lead in reception.
Right. But, that's the part of what Andy do. He likes to get the balls to the back, and, I feel good about it. Just going out there and catching the screen pass and starting a big run.
When you head into the playoffs, and one of the most important things is run, stopping the run. Because this team has had problems getting the ball going on the ground, is that an issue for the playoffs?
I think so. I think it's going to be very important for us to establish a run, and I'm pretty sure Andy is going to, harp on that all week. But that's something we got to do, something that the guys got to step up and do and just take over.
We've seen your offense kind of get rolling over the last couple of weeks. Same can be said for that Bucs D.
Yeah, they're playing well. They have a lead on every level. You got Staff on the defensive line. You got Lynch back at the safety. You got Brooks at the linebacker. So, those guys, they play well together. They've been around for a while. You just got to handle business.
See you next week.
Thanks.
Thank you, Susie. A.J. Feely with his first 2 professional passes is 1 for 2. Nearly hit the second one for a big one.
First was a great pass.
Yeah.
I mean, he spread it between two guys, and then he almost had perfect touch. And here's a guy that doesn't even play.
Oregon's going to have somebody else. Joey Harrington put on a show during the bowl.
David Akers was on to try from 50. He hit from 47. Cranked one off the right upright from 34. Hooked it. So Akers, who has had such a brilliant season, has missed 2 tonight. He had only missed 3 all year coming into this game.
Hey. Where am I?
Memorial Hospital in Florida.
Florida, yes! Florida residents, it's Disney's Play 4 Days Pass. Just $99 gets you 4 days of fun in all 4 Disney theme parks. Pick any 4 days with Disney's Play 4 Days Pass.
Hey guys, we're going to Disney World!
People across the nation are getting the message. For great year-end values, amazing selection, Toyotathon 02. Don't miss the final week for incredible year-end savings on the top and rugged 2002 Tundra. Extended to January 7th only. Get up to $1,500 cash back or 0% APR on Tundra. Don't wait. Toyotathon ends January 7th. Toyotathon 02. Password value.
Well, I'm definitely going to make it out there for the wedding. I was going to stay at my mom's, but I think we're going to stay in a hotel. Who else is coming to the wedding? So what about her name? Is she changing it?
Now you can use your home phone for something else. Because with VoiceStream, you'll always get more for less. The most minutes, to use more places, more of the time, all for less money. Get more, pay less, guaranteed.
Big Monday's a big night, and the Joey G shuttle will get you there.
Aaron McKee beats OU against UConn. Dan Dickow and Zaga take on New Mexico. Big Monday, presented by Bud Light. Coverage begins at 7 Monday.
Stay tuned for SportsCenter. Dan Patrick and Stuart Scott will be along when the game is over. Our Sunday conversation about Muhammad Ali's future. Chris Berman's top 10 plays of the week. And number 1 heads south. Ooh, he gave it away early. Bucks take over after the missed field goal try at the 40. Rabi Abdullah showing a little burst and picks up about 4.
Okay, the last 10 minutes of this ball game has been like short yardage scrimmage. All right, let's line them up, and we're going to come at you and see who can block.
We're going to push you a little bit. You're going to push us a little bit. Big thing is getting out of this thing healthy.
You bet it is.
If you guys were in this situation as players, would you want to sit out or play in this game?
I'd like I would like to do exactly what happened. I'd like to come out, go through the routine, the preparation, play a little bit, and then sit down.
Bud, you would like to announce this game tonight by yourself. What are you talking about? You know you would play.
You'd never want to do that. You'd be lost without you.
Blitz coming on. King steps up. Incomplete at the 11-yard line.
Paul,
Murphy wanted interference.
We got a flag down here at about the 45-yard line.
Paul, you had that you've wired the end of this game. Just run a little bit here, run a little bit there. I mean, you got this thing wired right now. They throw 80 miles down the field.
That was a great throw.
There, Murphy does a good job of turning and going. Hampton trying to make the play on the outside.
Yo, Murphy.
Receiver spending all
Illegal motion on the offense. Penalties decline. Third down.
That was the first penalty tonight against the Bucks, and it wasn't even taken.
Receivers spend an awful lot of time politicking for interference calls. You ever notice?
Even when they're not touched.
Yeah, they just throw it.
Third and 6 for the Bucks. Blitz coming. King has it batted away. Richard Cook, the free safety on the blitz, got up in the face of Sean King.
You know, you really have to recognize excellent plays. And Cook on that play, perfect timing, He knew that King was going to take a short drop because there was nobody back there with him and throw the ball. Joe talked about this in the first quarter. Watch this. 3 steps and bang. Cook gets up in the air, read it perfectly, knocks the ball down.
They're deep in the secondary. Rashard Cook playing well. Tim
Yes,
Howell.
they are.
Damian Moore. Of course, Brian Dawkins not dressed. Al Harris, the third corner. Bobby Taylor, Troy Vincent.
Pressure on Royals. He got it out of there to Nay Brown at the 14. Brown pinned at the sideline. Can't make the 20. It was turn 6 after a 42-yard kick. Shelton Quarles, the linebacker, down to make the stop on special teams. So Philadelphia will go back on offense, down by 10.
Now, Verizon Wireless is giving you time for you and your family, wherever you are.
It's time for the Family Share plan, only from Verizon Wireless. With Family Share, get up to 4 lines on one plan. And now get 3,500 total monthly minutes to share for life on select digital plans, with nationwide long distance included. So you can call anyone, anywhere in the U.S. Plus, get each family member a Motorola phone for $19.99 each with activation.
So you have time for all the things that matter most. Only from Verizon Wireless. Join in.
He knows who you are. Oh, that's right. Fine. Who is this? He knows what you fear.
What?
And if you've heard his message, I've seen you afraid. Whatever it is, it's not coming from human vocal cords. You're next. The Mothman Prophecies, based on true events. Rated PG-13, opens everywhere January 25th.
Pizza, the staple of the American male, oftentimes served dangerously hot. To cool it, they use an age-old technique known as the reverse blow. The Rolling Rock continues the cooling process.
Rolling Rock beer. Grab a rock.
Catch up with all the NFL news and put your pregame face on. Join Mike, TJ, Sterling, Mort and John as they get you ready for the Vikings and the Ravens Monday Night Countdown, presented by UPS, 7:30 Monday on ESPN.
13-3 Buccaneers, 11:53 to go in the ball game from Tampa Bay. The Eagles have the ball back at their own 19-yard line. A.J. Feely is the quarterback, the rookie from Oregon. Pump fake, hit as he throws. Douglas wide open.
That gives you an idea how strong Feely's arm is. He's on his way down when he lets this go. Goes back, makes the pump. Here comes the blitz. Now, he's actually hit and then throws it. So it means you really can't get your legs into it. This winds up being a 25-yard pass. John Howell puts a ton of pressure on him.
Takes some guts to hang into the pocket when you know you're going to get nailed like that. Let's come with the blitz again. Feely hit as he throws and completes it to Stewart, the big tight end. So Feely has really looked sharp. If he can survive.
You got to love the catch of this guy. I mean, he's thrown 4 passes, 3 of them have been completed. And that's a little bit behind Stewart, but it's
with reason.
Yeah, there is a lot of reason, but he still gets the ball there where it's catchable.
Feely with a tremendous performance at Oregon. 2.5 to 1 touchdown interception ratio. Throws another complete pass down to the 31.
I like the way he gets the ball out. Look at that. He's bleeding, too. Just got hit in the mouth. Oh, this is great.
Love you.
Look at that.
Lost his starting job to Joey Harrington, the Heisman candidate.
Boy, did he put on a show. Joey Harrington, in my opinion, moved up to the #1 candidate coming out of college this year.
Somebody's going to be lucky to get in.
Good blood all over that chin.
Feely, play action again. Throws. This one's incomplete. It's no pick. It bounced before it went to the arms of Johnny Abraham. Michael Strahan sets the National Football League record for sacks in his season. He got one late today to go to 22.5, breaking Mark Gastineau's record in 1984. Gastineau volunteered that he wanted to be there to see it happen, and congratulate Strahan. You got to take your hat off to Gastineau for that.
And you know something? Everybody looks at what happened with Brett Favre and Michael Strahan. I think it's great. I think that he is so well respected and so acknowledged for his ability to play the game. He got to 21.5. Now, people will debate, did Brett give it to him, did he not? I don't care. I think it's classy on both guys' part, and congratulations, Michael.
Michael Strahan, you know, they talked about it during the course of the game today, the quality of human being. And there are just so many in the National Football League that do so many things on and off the field. But Michael Strahan is, I think, is a challenge.
Field that is incomplete pass.
Tampa Bay is challenging it, hoping for the interception.
They think it might have bounced off the receiver's hand.
But just to finish it up, Michael Strahan is just a credit not only to himself, but to the New York Giants and everybody he's in contact with. He is really a super guy.
I couldn't agree with you more, Paul, and I love Brett Favre's reaction. Does that guy really love this game and the opponents that he plays?
Now, the question is, does this bounce off of Tony Stewart's arm and hand up into the air? I believe that that's going to be an interception.
Looked like it did. It looked like his left hand was between the ball and the ground.
Never looks like it
hit the ground.
And I guarantee if Rondé Barber was in this game, he'd have picked it off. That ball never hits the ground.
Well, Abraham does pick it off.
I'm saying, but if I know Abraham gets it, but if Rondé Barber was in, it'd probably end up in his hand.
That would be the 6th interception of the year for Johnny Abraham, who lost his starting job to Brian Kelly this year and has done a great job as the 3rd defensive back. Cast your vote on ESPN.com or NFL.com and click on ETV as to whether this should be overturned or not.
It's got to be overturned. This ball never, ever even, I mean, it didn't come close to the ground.
Terrific job by our camera guys. Look at the angle. You can see it clearly in that one. Now it bounces off his right hand up into the air.
Well, the shot from the end zone shows that ball does, I mean, just look at here. Look at his left arm, and look at his right arm's underneath it, and look at his left hand is underneath it, but here comes the ball.
That ball never got close to the ground.
Ball's not even close.
And if they rule this as an interception, the Bucs have a streak of, well, they already got one earlier from John Lynch. They have a streak of 25 straight games where they have had a sack and a turnover on defense.
All the people in Philadelphia have said no. All 2,500 of them or so.
Sorry, son, this is an interception. A.J., you threw your interception.
After reviewing the play, the ball never touched the ground, bounced off the receiver's hand, up into the air. Tampa Bay player intercepted the ball. The ball was dead at the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for Tampa Bay. Please put 10:05 on the clock. Tampa Bay is not charged a timeout.
You know, and you look at Stewart, I mean, here's the guy that the interception, Tony Stewart. He's just trying to make a dive to make a catch.
And it was the first time Seeley wasn't hit without anybody hanging on him.
You know, you hear people whining about instant replay, and sometimes it's delay in a ball game. I get so tired of that. This is what it is for.
Get it
correct
right.
Play.
Get it right.
No, seriously, you know, that's exactly what this whole thing is all about.
Oh, I agree, Paul.
To make sure you correct a mistake.
Michael, great point.
Joe and I both looked at you like that comment wasn't exactly dripping with sincerity.
It really was.
But takes over. Stecker will lose his footing and then bury back at the 10. Monday night, ESPN and ESPN2 have a full night of college basketball for you. 7 Eastern, Oklahoma and Connecticut on ESPN2. At 9 on ESPN, Providence and Texas. Then at midnight Eastern on ESPN, Gonzaga against New Mexico. That's Big Monday on both ESPN and ESPN2. Aaron Stecker in the ballgame, number 22. Stecker will get the toss. Nice cutback. They had a chance to get past the line of scrimmage.
Now, let me ask you a question. There was a flag thrown on Tampa, right? But it was refused. So that means there are no flags against it. Is that correct? Well, I should let you read this because you could jinx them in a heartbeat. I mean, you could put that up front. This would only be the second time in Tampa Bay history that they went flag-free. If they get
the penalty coming on this play.
Why do you read that with 9 minutes to go? Why don't you wait like with a minute?
Because I want to see a flag.
Third and long for Sean King. Blitz coming. Murphy to the catch near the first down stick.
Got it.
And guess what? No flag.
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know.
What don't you know? It's a first down.
I don't know that it's not a first down. It is. Just saying, I don't know. I just visited, I'm just here watching.
You know what? I'm
Nice
starting
throw.
to really feel alone being next to you tonight.
See, I don't think he gets there.
Frank Murphy thinks so.
So does the official.
There you go, Frank.
.8:07 to go in the fourth of 8 consecutive quarters between these teams. Stecker mugged in the backfield, broke a couple of tackles, and actually gained a foot.
That's the type of defense I think we're going to see next week when these two teams play. I really believe that the Eagles will have to clog up the middle to try and contain what they want to do. And they've really become a power ball club with Mike Allstott. That's the way they're going to have to approach it. Let their defensive backs go one-on-one.
Right, because Troy Vincent said it in the interview with Susie that we're not doing. I mean, it's just all your old vanilla deal. We're not doing. We're playing cover one, which is man. We're playing cover two.
He said that they're playing defenses, the Eagles are, that went in the second day of training camp.
He said he played those defenses in top one or football.
That ball just swerved out. Stecker with the presence of mind to pick it up, then he's buried back at the 16-yard line. They just shot out of there.
They never quite got that one up.
Whoop. It looked like a trick play, but it wasn't.
The feeling of the quarterback, you got your hands under there, you're calling signals, you're waiting for a ball and all that. Where is it?
Todd Washington getting his chance to play.
Third and long again.
A little easier now that Sean's back on the shotgun.
Four-man rush. Fingertown goes underneath to Todd Yoder. And Yoder takes it up to the 30, about 5 yards shy of the first down. Tabor with another tackle. This is really good for some of these guys who haven't gotten much of an opportunity to play this year. Get to break a couple of adhesions and get ready if they're needed.
One guy that has is old A.J. Fielder. We're going to see him in a moment. They're blooding his mouth already.
Royals to punt. High but short. Brown from the 33. Ooh.
Brown on the return.
6-yard return that right now he wishes he hadn't made. Todd Yoder, who caught the last pass, the tight end, is down to make the tackle on special teams.
To change and reshape your entire body. This is Bowflex, an entire gym-in-one easy-to-use machine. So powerful, it delivers over 60 health club quality exercises with up to 410 pounds of resistance in any room in your home. Strength training with Bowflex is so effective that we guarantee you'll get the results you want in 6 weeks or less. One simple workout. 20 minutes a day, 3 days a week. Bowflex is real. The results are real. And you can own one with no money down and payments as low as $33 per month. Call right now for a free video and brochure. Bowflex. The power is yours.
The all-new Kia Spectra. Drive one, and at some moment, it'll hit you. The moment you realize you can actually afford a car available with air conditioning and power windows. Plus, Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. We don't know where or when, but it will hit you. Introducing the 2002 Kia Spectra.
Get 1,000 cash back or 1.9% APR through January 31st.
You gotta eat. What are you doing?
Introducing Unbeliever Burgers at Checkers. Get your choice of a chili cheeseburger, Cajun burger, or bacon cheddar burger, made fresh to order, just 99 cents each. You gotta eat Unbeliever Burgers right now at Checkers. Unbeliever Burgers ain't nothing like them. Now just 99 cents at Checkers.
This is a selection of carpet. So is this. But this is a giant selection of carpet. JB's Factory Carpet is the largest floor covering store in the United States, offering the best prices and the best selection. Millions of dollars in inventory, the largest selection of fabulous Karastan in stock and ready to go. At JB's Factory Carpet, you buy today, we install tomorrow, offering deep discount prices. Your newest Ralph Lauren dealer, JB's also has area rugs, tile, hardwood floors. Shop now at JB's Factory Carpet store on 22nd Avenue and 34th Street in St. Petersburg.
Takes the draw, flag is down, and they stop the play.
Oh, it's against Philly. Whew. Thank you.
Prior to the snap, false start, 86, offense, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
That's Gary Scott. And boy, that took a long time to whistle that one dead. Even in a game that doesn't affect the standings or really a preparation for next week, Andy Reid is not going to be terribly happy after this, barring a miraculous comeback. Too many mistakes. Screen to Buckhalter. Buckhalter breaks the tackle, gets to midfield. Let's check in with Chris Berman.
All right, Michael, thank you. The Chicago Bears get a bye and win the NFC Norris for the first time since 1990. And one of the plays of the year, Heath Trailer, rumbling, bumping, stumbling, and setting the Bears up. Defense did it again. They allow 203 points through 16 games. The Bears beat Jacksonville 33-13. They're the 2 seed, Mike.
And Chris, he was trying to give that ball to somebody else desperately. That's wonderful. Way to go, Keith. Peely throws over the middle. This one is complete, and it's Freddie Mitchell.
That Keith Trailer was, please somebody tackle this.
Here, who wants this? Somebody take it from me. That's wonderful. What a story. Greg Blosh, the defensive coordinator of the Chicago Bears, they got better and better as the year went on. What a terrific job he's done there.
Oh, Trailer and Washington in the middle. Teddy Washington, what a job those two guys have done.
Ted Washington should have been in the Pro Bowl.
And Vic Duran finally got the new contract he deserved. Buckhalter down to the 30. Warren Sapp has had a chance to rest tonight, and he will be cranked up next week.
Well, he's all fun on the sidelines, but really nothing is going on. And like you said, when we interviewed him, you just love to listen to this guy talk because, I mean, not only is he funny, but he's very intelligent. The thing about it is, once he sets his foot on the field, it's all about business, and the clowning is all gone.
Got that great passing for it. 2nd and a yard, little screen to Buckhalter. Buckhalter knocked out of bounds at the 17. More on Warren Sapp. Here's Susie.
Well, Mike, we've had a good time. Have a good time on the sideline tonight. He's on his way to his 5th straight Pro Bowl, played a few series tonight, and now it's all about just sitting back and watching his team beat the Eagles, messing around with Tony Dungy's son there and just hamming it up for the cameras. Always a team leader. He said there's a lot to be said for the psychological impact of this game, particularly for the Bucs, who lost to the Eagles in the first round last year. It said it sets the tone, builds the mental framework. You don't want to have a guy dominate you tonight and look at that film all week. It means a lot to the Bucs to take this game tonight. He's one of the team leaders who sets that tone.
Well, Susie, it's obvious that Warren Sapp loves to play football. We asked him about his love for the game.
I've always said we play a kid's game and play the king's ransom. How could you not love this? How could you not love 3 hours of mayhem? 3 hours of chasing a quarterback around, 3 hours of chasing a running back around. How could you not? And 80,000 people watching live. And another, 30, 40 million at home. How could you not enjoy this? I probably got a job in there.
Trying to run for the first down on second and short, and they'll lose a couple. Jeff Gooch with the tackle. Check it was 3rd and 8, or 2nd and 8 when they ran that play. Now it's 3rd and 9. John Lynch, who had a pick tonight. Eagles trying to make a game of it. Flag is down. And it looked like Ryan Shaw moved early.
He did.
Prior to the snap, false start, 67, offense, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
They're still hanging on, Mike. No penalties against the Bucs.
Had one that was declined. Third and 14 for Steelers. Four-man rush. Steelers toward the 3-yard line. That'll be 1st and goal. A perfect throw to Gary Scott.
He throws the ball, in my opinion. I had a chance to be out on the field with Tom Brady, watch him throw the football, the strong-arm young man up in the wing. This young man throws the ball a little bit like that. Gets the ball out in a hurry. Looks like he's got a lot of zip on it.
So far, he's 8 out of 11, 117 yards. Bailey, pump fake. Now throws for the goal line. Touchdown! Damian Douglas with a diving catch. And Seeley with the first touchdown pass of his career.
Did you see how far he threw this ball? And he was sitting there basically almost flat-footed. This shows you, this young man's going to just show you how strong his arm is. What a throw across the field.
Look, and Damian Douglas doesn't give up on it. He just keeps hustling and keeps working for his quarterback.
A very deliberate call by the official and the right one.
Well, and they're going to challenge this one. This ball might be on the ground. This one might have gotten between his arms and gotten to the ground. Yeah, I think you can
Tampa
see
Bay
it.
is challenging the ruling on the field that it's complete pass.
Remember now, it can touch the ground, but you have to have possession. Watch the ball. Right there. See it right there laying on the ground? That ball is on the ground. It gets through his hand. See it here? Can't see it from that angle. You can see it from the other one.
I'll tell you the thing that you got to really look at,
right,
is his right arm.
Right.
Because his left arm is under the ball, but is his right arm under the ball? Now, I haven't seen anything right now that's significant to overturn this.
The first angle right here.
Look at his right arm, though.
I'm going to show you.
Under the ball.
No, it's not. Right? Right there. You can see the ball is on the ground. But you get to cast your vote. Log on to ESPN.com or NFL.com.
Well, on that last angle, I have to agree with you because his elbows were spread and it looked like the ball was on the ground. I don't know whether they'll rule he has possession or not. Remember, it has to be conclusive to overturn it. The fans say 68% let it stand.
Look at the thousands of fans that have voted.
I think it'll be overturned. Just my opinion, of course. I'm horrible at first down.
Well, A.J. Feely is hoping it's not overturned.
I'm a very flexible person when it comes to those things.
You're right about Feely's first touchdown.
He wants that. I mean, he's got a split lip. He wants the touchdown. So does Damian Douglas, who came into this game without having caught a pass all year.
Damian Douglas dives for the catch, gets up, looks at the official, and says, please.
All right, look at this shot. I keep saying this. His right arm is underneath the ball.
I don't think so. I think that ball's laying on the ground.
I know you do.
But, you know,
I'm trying to make a point for the other 38% to think it should be overturned.
This is the angle that I think will tell the story of the ball laying on the ground right there.
Well, if that's the case, then it's still not even a touchdown. The question is, should the ball be on the 1 yard line if it is a touchdown?
Incomplete pass.
Well, the end zone is no question. He was in the end zone if he had possession.
I'm just throwing some other things.
Stop it.
Well, okay, here he comes. Joe, I hope you're right.
If it's a touchdown, Damian keeps the ball. If it's not, he's got to give it back.
Going to have to fight.
After reviewing the play, receiver had your hands under the ball. Ball was not moving. Ruling on the field stand. Touchdown.
All right.
Tampa Bay is charged with a timeout.
Good for you, Damian.
Paul, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
17th telecast of the season.
You got one right.
During the regular season, you got one.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, boys. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Good job, Paul. This is a great sell job by a wide receiver. Okay, yes, it's a touchdown. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You got to give it to him.
Look at that. The hands on the ball. Yes, yes.
Look at his eyes. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Douglas came into this game, no catches. He's made 4 for 53 yards and a touchdown. He's got the ball. Feely's going to have to fight him for it. Now Akers to make it a field goal game.
That got blocked and still went through.
We're looking at a possibility of overtime here, boys.
Yeah, we always are. So, you got someplace to go?
No, I really don't.
13-10. Now, just from a strategy standpoint, do you go for the onside kick or do you kick it deep?
Well, you only have 2 timeouts, but you have the 2-minute warning, so you're going to get that too. So I'd kick it deep.
I'd go for the onside kick.
Oh, see, now.
When was the last time you guys agreed? Was it week 3, perhaps?
Preseason.
Go for the onside kick. John Lynch, a part of the hands team, he'll have to go out.
We asked you what was the best story for a team this year. The Chicago Bears in a landslide, 49%. Boy, you really have to agree with that.
How about the interceptions that Mike Brown made, the receptions in the end zone? And it was only fitting that Keith Traylor would make that type of an interception in the last
You're
game.
right.
It's one of those years when you look at the Bears and you say, could they be the Cinderellas? Could they be this year's Baltimore Ravens?
I'll tell you, if the guy just stays healthy, he's going to be in the Pro Bowl all of his life. Urlacher.
Yes, sir.
Brian Urlacher is one hell of a middle linebacker.
Very happy for Jim Miller, too. Jim Miller finally gets to play for a winner, gets the start, and that's what that guy's always
And
done.
he finally has stayed healthy. It isn't that
Right.
he hasn't had that ability, but he's now able to fight his way through. I remember talking to Elvis Gerback a few years back when he played his 13th game finally in Kansas City. He said, now I understand what it's like to be able to line up every week and work.
Williams and Abdullah are deep, and Akers does indeed take it away. Williams on the return to the 24. Ball came out late.
I believe the Eagles have the ball.
And they do. Rashard Cook reached in and tore it out on the way down.
Trying to protect it. That ball is definitely out before his knee hits the ground.
Boy, what a great job by Rashard Cook.
Cook has made a couple of big plays tonight.
Sometimes the highly developed male will communicate via hand signals. We have the next game of billiards. Spot on. Would you care for another rolling rock? A A rock would be splendid.
You want to play doubles?
Yeah, sure.
Correction, make that 4 rocks. Well played. I'm excited. Me too.
Rolling Rock beer. Grab a rock. He wants a remote photonic network with ultra-high bandwidth for the new plant, where I'll be relocated. The network? Great. We move there? No way.
You can accomplish anything, even optical networking. Fujitsu, the possibilities are infinite.
Extra soggy, extra crispy, double squirted for extra gloppiness, double breaded for extra crunchiness. Yummy! Droopy. Lunch?
Get a 12-piece super bucket of KFC Extra Crispy for only $9.99.
There's fast food, and then there's KFC.
On game day, access NFL.com for up-to-the-minute stats and live radio coverage. NFL.com.
Right around the corner on SportsCenter, a rare and revealing Sunday conversation with Muhammad Ali.
The complete NFL playoff picture, a playoff in Hawaii. Number 1 goes down in college hoops. Chris Berman's top 10. All that and more. Now back to the game, guys.